If you in Chesapeake, check the actual store. We open, baby.
Yo, shout out to all the nurses and all the medical professionals that's on the front lines while we going through crazy times, you heard? If you in that medical field, make sure you check out my people's website, scrubappealuniforms.com. If that's the field you in, you're gonna find any and everything that you need, and that's a fact. Z-Man, Suicide Polo with the Ski Man, you heard? VA, what up? Yo, Throwback Thursdays. I thought I lost this interview. I did this years ago. You heard? My bro Banga, Dyckman 200 block, 10th Ave mob. You heard? I'm happy I found this joint. Trading War Stories. I gotta bring this series back up to 2022 too. You heard? Z-Boy, Suicide Polo, Ski Boy. Let's get it.
What made me go down to Virginia was my brother. He was doing music, you know what I'm saying? And he was doing good with that music. He was coming back with bands. So I wanted to see what it was about. I said, let me go out there and see what VA is about. My brother was already out there. So I went out there, started doing my thing.
Let the people know who your brother is.
My brother Breeze. I'm talking about he's the CEO, 10th Ave Music, you know what I mean? All that. Part owner, 10th Ave Attire. We get it in, 200 block, we get that shit in. Let me tell y'all that. Yes, we sell our own shit. But yeah, it's my brother Breeze. He was down there. He was doing it, doing him with the music and so forth. And I see the money. I said, let me go down there and see what's up. I was getting too old in here. I was still in Mar's crib, doing my thing. My dude's like, you gotta get out of here. I was hoping paying the bills, but she's like, nah, not that shit underneath my roof. So I shot out. You know what I mean? I shot out. My brother was already out there. Came down there. We was in Tidewater. We was out in Ocean View too.
And what year was this? And what month? What month was this where you finally bounced out and went down there?
This was back in like 97 for real. I was back and forth at one point. In 97 when I really went out there and was like, yo, I'm there. I'm there. This is where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing me.
So in 96, 97 you went down there?
Exactly.
How was it when you first went down there, and what made you start like saying, yo, I'm a hustle and get some money while I'm out here? Like, how did that happen?
To tell you the truth, I was already the bud man. Facts, I was already the bud man. So I was like, I'm gonna just bring the bud down here, you know what I mean? I brought the bud down there, had that exotic, that funk. We didn't have that. We had that sesame milk back in the day. Niggas couldn't even see that. Sesame milk and chocolate, niggas couldn't see that. Pockets had to be heavy to get that. But we went and did that. I went and did that, brought that down there. You know what I mean? That rocked off real hard. Other doors started opening for me. That's when I went a little, I'm not gonna say to the left, but that's when I went out of my element of bud. I started doing my thing for real.
So what was it that made you make that transition out there from weed to some other shit? Like, what is it that you were seeing? What pushed you over that edge? Like, fuck that. I'm going to fuck with the big boy shit out here, man. Fuck that.
Brother, seen him with them bands. My brother was having bands back then when niggas wasn't. I'm talking about bands. You hear me? Commas after that. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Let me dead for a second, bro. Like, chill, stay the bud, man. I said, let me dead. I did that and went straight to the moon. You hear me? Straight to the moon. Every time I came to New York, niggas knew. Bangers in town.
And what exactly was you fucking with at the time? Like coke, crack, like what was it exactly that was moving the most? Like
I was moving that coke for real.
But crack or just coke?
I kept the coke. And if niggas wanted to crack, I'll make it to that. They needed to make it to that. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple.
You had just came home from another bit.
This is before that.
This before you caught the couple of years.
Yeah, exactly.
And you caught the couple of years down there too?
Exactly. I went on a run. It was buggy. It was crazy. I went on a run. I got caught up down there.
What you was on the run for though? Like you talking about this before you did the 2 years?
Yeah.
All right. So what did you go on the run for? What happened?
Now, that's what happened. I go down there. I get caught up with my man. We bring a pound of some bud down there. I get caught up with my man. You know what I'm saying? Well, and I kind of beat it, but I had to wear a felony. It was like, this is Commonwealth, It was all holes, so they couldn't really hold me. I said, this is personal use. You know what I mean? So, they gave me a felony, but, I kind of beat it. Now, I kind of got into trouble while I was on probation still. You know what I mean?
So that happened when you was on probation, when you got caught up with the pound?
Yeah, no. When I got caught up with the pound, that's what gave me my probation.
You got probation.
And then while I was on probation, I got caught up again. And he said I had to stay out of trouble within a year, and I didn't. So boom, now I get caught up in the middle of something else. I don't even check Richmond about that. I'm like, damn, I'm in some shit. Now I go pay this lawyer, black lawyer. He's dead now. He's dead. Motherfuckers know who he is. I ain't gonna even mention the name, but anyway, boom. I paid him. He doesn't even pop up on my, I paid to retain him and for a bond. He made my bond for me and everything. Boom. Now when I done paid to retain him and the bond, I done gave him extra money. I go to court, he doesn't show up at my court. I'm like, I'm not going in there. They're gonna lock me up. I'm not going in there. I just got a Virginia ID.
So you paid him and he didn't show up at
He didn't show up, and I was calling his office and all that.
I mean, like, why? Like, was this police bullshit or because he was caught up with some shit?
That's the type of stuff he is. He's like a postpone type of dude. He'll keep you out of jail for a long time until you got to do that time. And he hopefully try to give you the less time. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, more or less, when he used to show up, it bugged me out. I never experienced nothing like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm not going in there without my lawyer. I called the office, everybody. They're like, he's not here, he should be there. I go inside the court joint. I'm like, I'm dipping the dabble. Like, nah, I can't do it. So I go on the run. Forget it. I go on the run from there. I'm not going to court. That was it.
So you was on the run in VA in the same town, just like trying to be low, but still getting your money with what at this time? With the bud still at this time? Or?
I was with everything. I had everything. Eat, you name it. I had that ugly, you know what I mean? And I had that coke and that hard. I was doing my thing then. That was it. It was like no man's land. I just went off from there.
How was niggas, like, I know your brother was down there and shit, but like, how was VA niggas acting towards you out there getting money? Like, they loved you or they hated you?
I mean, you get the love, you know what I mean? But you also get the hate. You get a little bit more hate than love, you from out of, you from out of town. That's how it is. It's like somebody coming around your projects that's new. All the girls going to break their necks, gooseneck to look at the new dude, you know what I mean? Niggas gonna feel that kind of hate. And that's what it was. Just my lingo and our swag, period. They love us down there, you know what I'm saying? Especially the women, though, you know what I mean? A lot of guys love us too, because we, dudes try to show love. Just don't try to, you know what it is, when you try to go out of different places and you try to bring too much New York with you, can't do that, man. Don't try to be too, stop. Everybody's not country dumb everywhere you go, you know what I mean? And that's what people down there don't like when you try to play for their intelligence. Other than that, I got mad love. Everywhere. All the shit. I'm where 7 cities is at. You know what I mean? Tidewater. So I got love for every city. Facts.
So basically, you was on the run now. How long was you on the run for, like?
I was on the run from like 97 to like 2002. Yep.
Down there?
Yep.
But you was coming back to the town, like you was coming back up top?
Everything. I was moving like I was a regular dude, like light.
I mean, you was coming back to New York, though, back and forth?
Of course. It's the only way I can eat. I come back and forth from New York. I can't eat out there. They ain't doing nothing like here. Well, they do it out there, but they need it from somewhere else. Somewhere else.
So basically, nigga was just coming down there with that product and getting it in.
Getting it in.
I mean, and how long was this run?
Look where I'm from. You know I was getting it in. That run,
you could say you was getting money without no major interruptions, straight, like how long?
Straight, well, since I was on a run from 98, 2002, that's like 4 years I was on a run, doing my thing. It was so crazy, right? I'm doing my thing, and I get caught up. Mess around with this bra, she's security at this club. I'm like, boom, 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 let's go, get up afterwards. Her headlight is fucked up. She like, drive, I'm gonna get dressed while I'm in the truck. I'm like, yo, I don't wanna drive for real. She's like, just drive, we'll go to the hotel room. I said, all right. Now, when I seen her headlight messed up, I was like, yo, yeah, you want your license off? She come out, kick the joint, bang, knock it back on. Me not being drunk at the club, fuck, I'm gonna ride out. Headlight go out. I don't even know, I'm drunk, pulled over. Like, you know you're a fugitive. I had like over 100 E-pills on me. I gave it to, she didn't even know. She started crying, oh my God, why you into? I was like, yo, I told you I didn't want to drive. I was like, I told you. I gave her a couple of hundreds. I gave it to my man. Told her to get. I tried to give her the E-pill. Them shits dropped in the console, the middle of the car. I'm like, yo, we reaching them, we bugging. Like, I'm like, get that. She stashed it, do whatever, you know what I mean? She crying, I ain't know you was on the run. I was like, this is what it is. Boom. Now, I'm nice with it. I make bond. I make bond. You know what I'm saying? I make bond. You know, I'm like, boom, boom. I'm not going, you know, I'm not going to jump court. Obviously, I've been staying here. You know, I let them know what my address is. And boom. Make bond, but you know, I still got to go back to court. While I'm out on bond, I'm doing my thing still. I'm heavy still. Ain't nothing stopped. I ain't miss a beat. I get set up. Word up. This girl I know, this Italian girl from Brooklyn, she was like, yo, don't rock with this nigga, blah, yada, yada, yada. You know me, I'm like, he seemed like a cool dude. Rock with dude, he set me up. Now,
Set you up how? Like, for the viewers to know exactly what you mean, like, set you up to police, set you up for the jokes, or?
Nah, I went to go, he called me like he wanted to go handle some BI with me, and it was police that met up with me, D-boys. Yeah, we wrestling and everything, fighting all in front of the 7-Eleven. The niggas almost tried to kill me. I was bleeding from my head. I was like, yo, I got high blood pressure for nothing.
The police was trying to pounce you out?
Listen, I trashed the first one. I stepped this way. I saw him. He was like my height. No white dude with the bogey. I stepped this way. He stepped my way. I stepped the other way. He stepped this way. I was like, boom, just threw this nigga to the garbage can. I already knew what time it was. When I did that, big 6'9" ass nigga charged me. I slip out of this shit though. When he charged me, I kind of like dip. This nigga hits the window, 7-Eleven. Boom! Another big 6'8", 9" dude tackle me. Boom! Hit me from tackle me. I'm talking about diving me. Boom! They had me locked up, punching me in my face, telling me to roll over. I'm like, I can't roll over. He on my back and he choked me. I was about to black out for real, but it wasn't for this black lady that came out the store. She came out the store and looked down, older black lady. He let me go. Dead ass, I think they would have killed me.
You was feeling like you was about to black out, pass out, or die black out?
Pass out, die. I lost all the oxygen.
They was on top of you,
yeah.
On your stomach, like you was on your stomach, they was all their weight was on you?
All their weight, knees on them, and he was punching me in my face. My joint was gushing, I'm talking about, I'm dripping blood. They had to bring an ambulance to the site before they took me to the jail. And I was so crazy, I was supposed to meet up with a shorty then. We were supposed to go out to the club, I was supposed to make this play, meet up with shorty, and go out to the club. The crazy part is, when I get caught up, she just drives past me, look like, I'm handcuffed on the ground and everything, you know what I mean? I'm in this racist state, some white, young, I never forget, some white people came, them young
When was this exactly? Like, what year, what month, what year?
This was like 2002 almost, yeah, early 2002. Yes, sir, it was early 2002.
What happened? Like, the niggas, what, they took you to the county?
So they took me to the, so when they took me to the county joint, I kept it, I told them the truth, the magistrate, the TV come on, boom, boom, I'm talking to the judge, they like, yo, I see you got some charges pending against you. I said, yeah, they pending against me, not on me, Your Honor. And he was like, you know what? $7,000 bond. Yo, do you know the D-boys was heated? Like, what? Word up. Word up. It was heated. I had problems in different states. I had problems in different cities there. Now, when I go to court, my lawyer, he basically beat the case, man. I did 2 years, man. You might as well say he beat the case for the shit that I got caught up with. You know what I'm saying? He beat the case.
This was with the probation violation. They try to charge you with that assault on police, or they just kept it official?
They just kept it. See, it was, you know, somebody had to play with me. You know, I smoke bud too. I smoke bud. I'm gonna tell you what happened in between this time frame. I was getting caught up like a motherfucker, and I was still making bond. When I got caught up with this dude, I ain't gonna say he's my man like that. Put it like this, it was this dude cousin. And I get caught up with him coming out of strip club. Police roll up behind us. He telling me to hold everything. I'm like, hold everything, you know what I mean? Yo, I can't afford that. I hold everything, but they don't find nothing but a little 50 block. They take me in for that. Now, he handcuffed me like this to the front. Take the shit out. Shit. Make a long story short, I go in the joint. I'm in there. They done gave me my charges already. It was basically nothing. You know, the stuff they gave me was nothing. So you know they're gonna let me out. Like it's
Now,
like,
they know you from New York.
of course.
They saying shit like that. Like the police was saying shit like when they was knocking you off, they was saying shit about you.
No, they ain't say nothing about me being from New York or nothing like that. You know, they know who you are. As soon as they open your mouth, as soon as you open your mouth down there, they know who you are. So, make a long story short, I get caught up with this nigga. This nigga he's so scared. The nigga starts talking like he from London. Hello, sir. I never forget, man. The nigga start talking like he from Paris. Like, yo, the cops start laughing at him. And what bugged me out, the nigga had the same name as the what's his name? Copy Vlad. Now, boom, they catch me up with some shit. Make a long story short, they couldn't really find nothing. You know what I mean?
Now, son was from VA that you got knocked off with?
Nah, he's supposed to be from here, supposedly.
And how you met son?
Some dude I was rocking with, man. You know what I mean? For a little while out there, you know?
You just met son down there, son was doing his little thing.
He was doing his little thing, and my man was like, yo, that's my cousin, you know what I mean? I took him, you know, put him underneath the wing, put him with deodorant in his ass. He did that old whack shit, yo, hold this and that, crying, scared to death. I ended up holding it, you know what I mean? I make my little bond and everything. This is all in the meanwhile, I'm making bonds like a motherfucker. Now, this is the crazy part. When I go to court, the D-boys and everything show up. They like this. All right, they call me out. Where's by the court? I'm coming to another city from another city. I got a Virginia Beach jumpsuit coming to Norfolk City Jail. They like this, yo, this guy's getting in trouble everywhere. But they ain't really know I had a case over there in Virginia Beach. That was the crazy part. So when I come over there, the judge thought they had gave me more time than he thought that he did. So he said, I'm gonna run your time concurrent. That's how I got 2 years.
You went upstate Virginia jails? What jails you went to?
I went to Norfolk City Jail first. You know what I mean? And I went to what was that? The Portsmouth Regional. I went to the Portsmouth Regional. So I had high blood pressure. You know they got to put me in like a hospital jail. It's a jail. It's straight live. Then they sent me to Mecklenburg. To the receiving. And I went to Sussex. I went to a max at 23-1. They had Muhammad the sniper in there and all that. Word, I was in the cell 23-1, man. For real. Like,
how was them niggas jails, or like when you got in there, like how was the reception? Like niggas was trying to front, or I mean niggas was showing love, or I mean.
You know, when I first came in, they tried to front like on a bunk type young boy, man. Crazy, I wild out. Dropped my bag, like what you saying? I sleep anywhere around here, and I ain't sleeping on this floor. Them niggas knew it. I was
What
already.
you mean? Niggas tried to make you sleep on the floor? Like how was the, what is it? Cells, rooms,
Nah,
dorms?
it wasn't enough beds. It was overflowing the jail to the point that the judges was like, yo, enough is enough. Yeah, I don't want y'all bringing nobody in with some petty ass little rocks in the pocket and shit like that. I'm talking about you couldn't even piss with a nigga head when you get on a bunk. You gotta tell him to move his head.
And this was a cell?
These are blocks.
Oh, it's but cell blocks?
Yeah, cell blocks.
Individual cells?
Nah, no easy individual cells. It's just cell blocks.
Like a dorm? It's like a dorm?
Yeah, like a little baby, small dorm though. Very
How many
small.
men was in each dorm? Like
Shit. Man, over 100, man.
and what this is like what? This is just Virginia State Jail, right?
This shit got like only like 30 beds. Yeah, this is Norfolk City Jail.
And what they had like 100 niggas in a 30-bed area?
Exactly.
So like what? When you was a new nigga coming in, niggas just tell you gotta sleep on the floor?
Basically, niggas will try to give up them beds. Like, or sometimes niggas be in a group and there be one bed there and they like, nah, in case one of our homeboys come in there, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm getting on that bunk, my G.
So what happened? Like a dude tried to tell you something about them? Like
Something
what was the?
Something slick was said was like, I came in there, like, boom. You know, yeah, like, yo, I'm like, what's up? Where the bed's at? I'm not sleeping in one of these bunks. I'm not grabbing one of these boats. I see a bed open. I see the whole group of dudes. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that bed right there. So somebody said, oh, you can't sleep over here. I said, I sleep anywhere I want to in here. Anybody got something to say or do about it, just handle this right now. Drop my bag right there. The block was quiet. Stop playing with me. I was already stressed. He's trying to give me that time.
And that was young niggas that was talking like that, or what? Like older niggas, your age niggas, or niggas younger?
Young niggas. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got no time. Break one of them kids up, man. Well, beat somebody's child up. Stop playing with me, man.
Yo, see, yo. Alright, so then, like,
how long? Like, so this is the 2 years. How many different jails was you in the course of those 2
I just
years?
went to Mecklenburg. That was receiving. That's a jail. Then I went to Sussex. That was the max. And I went to Indian Creek, a therapeutic community. I was in there with Sweet Pea Whitaker. Pound for pound, one of the best boxers in the world. He was in there from the jail on, man. Me and Sweet Pea got, that's my man to this day. Put it like that. That's my guy.
What's up? But yo, so was these jails wild? Like niggas was thugging and bugging, like niggas was popping off every day, or those shits is kind of a little bit laid back?
Sussex now. See, you know your level. I ain't really have a high level. They didn't really have me on too much stuff. You know what I mean? So they didn't really have me on a high level until I went to Sussex. Now the first day I went to Sussex, the first day I got there, they was hauling the body out on a stretcher, like, yo.
In the max or a medium, like?
This is the max. This is 23-1. This is like, they were sending people from Red Onion and Kings Mountain. These are serious max. They were sending them near where I was at because they kept you more conformed and comply. They ain't play. It's like 5 COs in a booth. Everybody got guns, pump shots. Everybody got guns. Everybody. Only one that ain't got a gun is the one that keeps the riot gun. It's like a big ass shit like they shoot out a can of gas. Oh, niggas was getting popped in there. Eyes hanging out their head and all types of shit. Niggas getting popped. Talking about I got a lawsuit. Like, all right. You know what you complied to when you came here, because they stand there with a camera and tell you, yo, this is what it is here, boom, boom, boom. Do you agree, yes or no? You gotta say yes. If you don't say yes, they're gonna pull you to the side and put you in the hole. I'm not playing with you. You can't even go nowhere without, like you go in the yard, they on the roof like this, following you to the mess hall with the gun. It's like, oh shit. You go in the mess hall, they got a booth in the corner with their guns pointing at you. Like, I went to go get an apple from the dude one day. That's how I know. That's how I found out. And I went to go get up. They were so conformed. Like, as soon as the first table, what was it? The first table get up, the last table got to sit down. It was crazy. It's some fucking crazy shit, man. You know, white people out there in the mountains, man. Boom. I went to go get an apple from dude. Like, he's like, yo, you want this apple? I was like, yeah, I'll go get it. He like, nah. I'm like, I'm gonna get it. All I heard was, ch-ch. Don't you ever get up again. You hear me? I turned around like, oh, this dude's in a bubble right here. A cage bubble. Like, oh, in the corner with the shot he's pointing at me. Like, oh,
Getting up there, getting the apple.
get the apple, man. It was real in the mess hall, you know what I mean? Niggas wasn't eating anything. And like, you couldn't even skip line for real.
So you did your 2 years, and then you went home. You came home, and it was like what, 2004?
Yeah, I came home 2004.
You basically was on parole or something when you came home, or you had a flat too, or what?
I was on probation. You know what I mean? I kind of like almost fucked up. I started smoking bud. Baby mom was stressing me, you know what I mean? She wasn't happy, and I bought her a car as soon as I came home. And my money was really exhausted. Like, yo, and I still did that, you know what I mean? And I was trying to do it the right way. I started going to the studio, trying to do it the right way. Got my promotional license and all that. But she was on my back, you know what I mean? On some unnecessary stuff, man, you know what I mean? For real,
So how long you think you lasted in the streets when you came home from that too, before you could say you actually jumped all the way back in on the hustling tip?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, like, about a month or some change, I ain't gonna lie. I was playing it. I ain't gonna lie. I saw it, I said, man, you know.
So, all right, so what was the elements exactly that made you say, all right, when you came home, did you have plans on getting money again, or did you say, fuck that, I ain't fucking with it, I ain't trying to go back and like, no. What was your plans? Was you planning on coming back and smashing it again?
No,
or you was going to chill?
No, I was chilling. I was planning on, like, I got my promotional license, I was planning on doing my thing. I had my business cards, I was doing me. You know what I mean? I was getting jobs and little gigs and everything, but the money wasn't, you know, these people paying me like $100 some to put some cars and flyers out in certain places they can't reach out to, you know what I mean? I wasn't really getting no good play when, you know, people would pay me enough money to get on the radio station. I had a little commitment to the radio station. I couldn't find nobody, you know, anybody that really wanted to, you know, somebody to speak for them. They'd find somebody else, you know, do a little commercial for themselves. But other than that, they paid me, you know, $100 some to do this for a week, put these flyers out some places and stuff like that. So, you know, it wasn't coming like that.
So you wasn't really getting no bread. You was getting no bread. Up. Like, I mean, like,
I got a son and a daughter. It's not a game.
VA.
Now I got a daughter in VA and a son in New York.
And they about 2 different chicks, and they was both like what, stressing for money at the time. Like they was both like putting the clams down for some bread.
Nah, not really. My baby mom's up here in New York. My one down there. She was like, hello. But, my baby mom's down south. She was the one that was on my back for a little something.
So it was your baby mom's that was in VA. That's the one that was like
on my back a little something. You know, and she wasn't. Tell you the truth, she wasn't the reason why I jumped in the street or nothing. I jumped in the street because I needed that bread, man. And that's the way I knew how to get it. And I started eating at a fast pace, you hear me? At a fast pace.
More than before.
Yo, listen, let me see.
But
Yep.
what was you seeing? Like when you came back to where you was getting money at, who was getting money? Like what made you say, now fuck that, I gotta get this bread? What was it exactly that made you say, man, listen, fuck that?
I like my own. I like my own. I like to have my own crib, you know what I mean? I like my own, you know what I mean? That's what it basically was. I like to have my own. I don't like to ask nobody for nothing. I don't like to have my hand out, man.
And fiends and shit was running down on you, like when they saw you, like, yo,
Yeah, they already knew who I was. They already knew who I was, and I started from the bottom. You know what I mean? One thing about me, I started from the bottom. I ain't had no hand out, yo, somebody throw me something. Nah. Took my couple, my little $100, whatever it was, and bought my little whatever, 8-ball, whatever I could get then, and went to the moon. I had to get focused, you hear me? Went to the moon. And I bought my BM another car. And she was giving me a hard time. We was on some separation shit, and I still bought another car. That's how I keep it. But I like my own. After that, I was looking to the moon. I was living in a nice white area, man. I'm talking about, I come outside, like, white people right there next door to me, like, I'm like, yeah, how you doing? Good morning, with the robe on, newspaper underneath the arm type. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you started hustling again, and now you said the money was coming even faster than it was coming before.
Yeah. Wait.
And you was on probation.
I was on, I had got off of probation. I wasn't on, see down there, they, you know, it's Commonwealth law. I wasn't on supervised probation, but I still had paper time over my head. I ain't have to go in or nothing like that to check into nobody, but I had to stay out of trouble for a certain amount of years, you know what I mean? So, boom, I was just eating. Once I stopped seeing my probation officer, I was eating. Eating. I'm talking about I was about to cop the silly range. Everybody, you just knew it. Eating. My people was coming down there, dipping it. Yo, let me holler at you, heard you eating. I'm like, all right, come on, man, come through. One thing about me, when I eat, everybody ate. Everybody ate.
And at this time, your brother was still down there, or he was back, or he was down there eating too?
My brother was doing his thing tremendously with that music. I'm talking about, he was selling beats. I never seen this before, for real, dead serious. He was selling music like at a high-speed rate, like in different cities. Miami, I'm listening to these people, $1,000 beats and stuff like that. Like, he was doing his thing. He had his own studio. Everything in Virginia Beach. Yep. Own studio, 10th Ave joint. He had it for some years too.
So now that you started getting money again, like before you caught your next bid, like how long was you out there really getting it? Like how long have you jumped back in? How long did it last before niggas ran down on you?
It lasted for like about 14, 15 months, man. Dealing with somebody outside my circle. And my dudes told me don't even rock with him. Once again, don't rock with this dude. You know what I mean? I had rock with him before because I let him sleep on my living room floor. That's the crazy part. I even gave him some people to handle business with. He started getting his little money up, getting little boogers in his ears. He's a little sneaker money getting dude. Worrying about getting a little car and stuff like that, and he ain't got nowhere to stay.
This is another dude or the same dude you was talking about before?
Nah, this is some old dude I had when I first came home. When I started getting on my grind, I went back to where I knew. That was Ocean View. You know what I mean? That's my stomping grounds. I was in the strip clubs doing me. You know what I mean? You know everything go down in the strip clubs. So it was this dude I met through my man. You know what I mean? He was out there in Ocean View and I moved in with him. Boom. I met this guy. He was sleeping on the living room floor. You know what I mean? My man was like, yo, Tony's cool, yo, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, all right, that's what it is. That's your people's, you know, we stayed there for a couple of days. You know, make a long story short, me and my man, Rod, we came up kind of together, but I had to separate because his plan was like, it wasn't like my plan. His plan was more or less like flashy shit. I'm like, all right, you want to get flashy? I want to own something. I want to own some land. I want a house. You know what I mean? I built from ground up.
So basically, you started fucking with son. Like,
yeah.
Like how? Like, I mean,
I started fucking with
money for you.
I started fucking with him because his sister, kid's father, he was that dude. He was that dude. He was from Philly though, and then didn't like New York niggas. That was the crazy part. He down there from Philly, didn't like New York niggas, was fucking with a lot of Virginia dudes. I was like, that's how it is though. But more or less, I was rocking with him. And his cousin, and his family did us wrong, man. On some real foul stuff. I want to put this dude in the trunk tape. And I told him, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and we still rocked out with him. He did us wrong. And after that, that's when I separated. That's why I separated from fans, because his plan wasn't as big as mine. Because we went back to ground zero. You know what I mean? I was like, I'd be damn, I fall flat on my face. I do bad by myself. You know what I mean? We separated everything, huh? You take that, I take that. And from there, that's when I was like, I got it. I moved to a nice little crib around the area, Northview. Moved from out of there, moved further up towards like the base. I was over there where white people was at.
Now, as far as the hustle was concerned, like, you had spots or you was just mobile with it?
Before I had crazy spots. Before, yeah. This time I was a little, you know what I mean? I had cribs like crazy in the spots. This time was more or less like, I had just like 1 or 2 spots I rocked out of and I stayed in, I lived in another spot. That was it. I used the Fiend house and everything was there. Everything. You know what I mean? Plus that heat. That Ratty was there. Let's believe it.
So
that Ratty was on
was
deck.
VA niggas out there, or who was niggas out there trying to jux? Like, did you ever run into a situation where niggas tried to back that spot down or run up in that spot?
Nope. Kept too many guns. Too many. I never had that problem with anybody trying to kick in my spot or anything like that.
Niggas knew them things was on deck.
On fans, they hear them cock when the nigga knock on my door. I cock them back. Cock.
Who is it?
And I tell them motherfucker quick, yo, this is for my safety and yours. Fuck out of here. Niggas know I ain't play that shit, man. I had them big toys. I had them yappers before niggas was talking about them yappers. I had those on deck.
So what happened? What was it that made police run down this time, and how did the shit take place on that day? Like, when you woke up that day, like,
this is the crazy part.
What took place?
This is the crazy part. That same dude that let sleep on my living room floor, right? I went out with the same dude that told on me. I took him out to the club. He was doing bad. Gave him something that night, for free. Pop bottles with this dude. He in the bathroom the whole time, almost like for like an hour. I'm like, yo, what you doing? You in the bathroom? You always got battles? He's like, yo, I'm all blah, blah, blah. That whole time he was setting me up. We go out to eat after that, boom, boom.
What you mean? He was on the phone with police while he was in the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
And this was a nigga that basically you said he was sleeping on the living room floor.
Sleeping on my living room
and
floor.
what did you do for son, basically? Like, you started what? Letting him work for you and get money, or make runs for you and get money?
That's the whole thing. When I say dudes eat, you eat. I ain't had nobody working for me.
You was just hitting niggas with bread?
I gave him customers he could deal with, and I gave him the work. All you gotta do is come back and see me. That's why I was asking, that's for free. Just come back and be up off of me. You know what I'm saying? Be up off of dude. I let him eat. I gave him rich people. 3 rich people. I told you he came up a little fast. Had a little Avalon, had a little gold in the mouth, little bullets.
So you gave son 3 fiends those 3 fiends is all a nigga need to get money, basically.
And that's what he did. He went straight to the moon with that shit.
And he came up off them niggas. Came up how? Like what? Son, what, his whip game? Like explain to the people what?
Yeah, the nice
where he
car.
came from and where he went real quick.
Yeah.
And how long in duration of time was that after you plugged him in with these three fiends? How long was he on his feet after that?
He was on his feet within like 3 months. I seen this dude with boogers in his ear, new car, everything. Gold in his mouth, old word. Chain hanging, dead serious. I put him on with 3 rich people. I didn't want to deal with them because they was kind of a headache. You know what I mean? But I was like, yo, I'm going to let you eat, Deal with those 3 people, here go this. That's show people, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, yada, yada, yada. You got their number. And he came up with 3 months. I'm telling you, I turned around, this dude was doing his thing. Only thing about it, he wasn't, like I said, his plan wasn't, he was staying in hotels, you know.
So when he started doing his thing, though, like, was he, like, once he started getting money, was son acting kind of funny? Like, did you notice, like, this nigga acting funny now? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or was he keeping it loyal for a minute? Like, nah, you put me on, you that nigga, I mean, I'm showing you love. He was still coming to see you for that shit and all of that?
Nah, he stopped. He got like he was that man at one point. My dudes ran up in his spot with his dudes he had working in there. Word up, ran up in the joint, Roger told me to call him over and all that. He was tired of him. He was acting like he was more than what he was supposed to be.
So he got on and started getting his work from elsewhere and not fucking with niggas?
Then he fell back off, and guess who he came back to? You know what I'm saying? But this is the crazy part. I was dealing with this female broad that was handling some stuff for me. Now I couldn't find her. She ran up with my stuff, right? I couldn't find her. When he fell on his face, he come back to come see me. I'm like, I get at you, you know what I mean? I'm gonna at you. I go meet up with him. I'm talking to him on the phone. I see police across the street. I'm like, yo, fast, police right there. Oh, there ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? I had to put 2 and 2 together when I was down. I knew he was the one. I ain't even have to go through the motion discovery.
So basically, son had got knocked off and you ain't know.
Plenty
Like
of times.
how long? Oh, plenty of times they kept running down on son, and he kept digging himself deeper.
And he got like 8 of his own cousins locked up.
Before you or after you?
Before me.
And you didn't know
I
this?
didn't even know.
And you mean like he got his cousins locked up during the time he was getting money, or before he even started getting the money? So while his whole run, he was sending niggas to jail on the low. And
they was letting him live.
So the niggas who when he stopped coming to see you and he went to other niggas getting it, he started telling on them niggas that he was getting it from.
Everybody. Exactly. When he fell on his face, he started coming back around me, you know what I mean? So when I go see him that one time, he come to call me, he with the shorty that went up for my work. And the crazy part about it, he was helping me look for her. That's like a thief stealing from you, and he's helping you look for the shit he stole from you. You know what I'm saying?
And how much did the chick run off with though? Like what? How much work?
About $500 worth of shit. But this is what I was doing. Like I'm just now starting to come up. I'm trying to do my thing. You know what I mean? And I told her, I said, you wait. There's a bigger picture to this. But she seen me. When she seen me, she in the car with the nigga. Now I'm like, oh, listen. She seen the diamonds. Cause I was about to go out that night. She seen the diamonds flooded. My watch was flooded. Everything flooded. Boogers in the ear was dummy. The yellow, everything. I had the yellow and white. I was eating. She seen it. She popped up. Her head popped up like, oh. Her eyes popped open. That's how I noticed her. I'm like, what's up? Listen, you know what I mean? What's good when I get in the back seat? He gonna tell her, yo, say what's up to him. That's why I knew he was a worm already. I knew he was a worm right there. I was like, this whole time he was with this bitch, you didn't tell me? But I think he was mad because my man Rada, I told you we had a split business, had fucked his wifey.
He knew about that?
I think he found out. His wife is from New York.
Seeing him with the broad, you knew something was up. Now, this is the day you caught the other case. This is the day this is the
problem. I'm going back. Now, we went out that night. Remember I told you, when I spoke about how he was in the bathroom forever. Now, that next morning, I was supposed to be handling some serious BI. About to get the ring. I told him about to get the rings with the gills on the side. I was about to get stupid with it. So my man had the car dealership. He was about to bless me with a nice price. Make a long story short, boom. Now I'm drunk body. The next morning, all I hear is boom, police. I said, this got to be a nightmare. I wake up like, nah, this is not true. I go to run in my garbage, go grab some shit out of my garbage. As soon as I go come out my bedroom door, big ass 6'8", 6'9" dude, maxed up, gun strapped to his leg, had the AR with the flashlight in my face, like, get down. I'm like, oh shit, I get down. I'm just wild, and they act like I'm reaching for something because I had my arm underneath the bed, you know what I mean? I'm spreading out. I had my arm. He's reaching for a gun. He's reaching for a gun. I'm like, oh my gosh. No, they did. Crazy part is, they found my ratty. I had a 40 cal. Smith & Wesson, like a Glock version with the pin trigger. They didn't understand what I had. They was like, how you get this? Where you get this from? Like, they ain't never seen it. Some real firearm, like, right underneath my pillow, like, oh my gosh, here we go. And this is the crazy part. I had $3,000 in my beef and broccolis, right? Now the head dude that came in there, he was like, yo, he treated me right. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna say treated me right, because, fuck, ain't nothing right about that. Boom. He was like, what shoes you want? I was like, yo, I want the green and brown ones. Why they try to come up with my Nike boots? I was like, yo, I want my green and brown ones. He's like, yo, bring him his green and brown ones, like he said. I had $3,000 in my boot. $3,000 in my boot, they didn't even know. I go to the jail, I see them knocking my boots out when they took my shoes off. I'm like, oh my gosh. I had to get that. When they transferred me to the other jail, man, it was crazy.
So what they did with that dream, that they took it?
They ain't find it. I called my brother, told him to come and get it. He was like, you gotta go to trial for your brother, come get your clothes. I said, I'm going to trial. When they sent me to the other jail, I said, I'm going to trial. He said, okay, my brother came and got it. My shoes was just missing, but the money was there. 3 stacks. Like, they ain't find no other money but $190-something in my pocket. Talking about, you the big guy. I heard you the big dog. I said, well, you got the wrong person. He's got the wrong guy. Yep.
So what was your charges at that time?
I got charged with crack cocaine, coke, and a little bit of weed, and I had a gun charge. Weed was thrown out. That was nothing. That was light. And I had a nuisance charge. And that's what bugged me out. The nuisance charge, I didn't know what a nuisance charge was until the nuisance charge was basically saying I was running a drug house. Like, fired up, like, on some real, and I wasn't even trapping, like, but I was doing me out the crib, I ain't gonna lie. But it was on some heavy, nothing light. he come to my door, it's heavy. You spending racks.
So did you get a private lawyer at the time? You had a legal aid?
course.
Like what? You went and got?
Of course.
You went and found a brand new lawyer?
Nah, I'm my regular lawyer. Been with me forever. My whole family, me and my brother, and my baby mom's family. Like, been with the family forever.
And he negotiated down to, how long it took for them to negotiate down to that 7?
Not long, because when he first came in there, he was like, yo, he trying to, I was like, what? He was like, well, I go fishing with the prosecutor. I said, what? Yo, go in there and talk to this guy, man. I said, you know my family and my everything, my kids. You know, I'm like, yo, try to fight about my family and my kids. What you talking about? I ain't killed nobody 42 years. So he go in there and talk to the prosecutor, right? He's like, yo, he came back in, he's like, the prosecutor's calling the supervisor. Like, he was over him. And I was like, yo, let me ask you something. He's like, what? I said, you know what supervisor the heck do? He's like, yeah. Me and him play golf together. I was like, you better save me. I already know I was red-handed. You know what I mean? But just don't throw me underneath the bus all the way. I know how this thing works. I pay y'all, everybody get paid. We ain't gonna play these games. It's a paid lawyer. Listen, I ain't coming in with no quarter point, you bug it. Coming in with a quarter point, right.
You would have got that 42.
Early. But look, he worked me out. He said, look, they're gonna give you 8 years. When he came back in, he said, they're gonna give you 8 years. I said, what? No. When he left, he said, no. When he initially left, he was like, if I come back in here, it's a problem. If I don't come back in here, you kind of all right. So then he didn't come back in, they just called me to the court. When I walked into my lawyer, he's like, look, I got you 8 years. Man, can I give you some more money postpone? He said, listen, take this 8 years. You 20-something years old. He said, you come home at 36. He said, you still be a baby. I never seen my lawyer act like that. I call him the floating lotus because he walks so smooth and he barked on me like, take this 8, my G. And this is what he said. And this is what the judge said to me. He said, Mr. Burge, I'm glad you took them 8 years. He said, because if you didn't take them 8 years, I was going to let the feds pick up your case. You was going to do feds time, and then you was going to come back and I was going to give you state time. He said, then I was going to hang you. I never heard a judge say anything like that to remotely close to anybody in my life before. He said, then I was going to hang you. And you come back and do my state time. I turned around and looked at the court and said, yeah, I heard this? This white guy just told me he was what? He was going to hang me. I took that 8 though, man, you know what I mean? I took that 8 and ran with it. Yep. As soon as I come out the court, D-boy right there, the same D-boys that ran up on me, he like this. You gonna stop, I said, man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. He's still on me about it. You know what I mean? He's still on me about the case. I took the plea without talking. You know, taking the plea is basically saying you did it, you know what I mean? I took the plea without talking. My lawyer, blah, blah, blah. They asked me, did I have anything to say, like, for the mercy of the court? I was like, nah, you already gave me the time. My lawyer looked at me like, you ain't gonna say, you know, sorry? For what? I got that time. We gonna reverse it? Get out of here. I got nothing to say to y'all. Gone. Hurry up. Hurry up. You know what I'm saying?
So out of that 8, you did 7?
Yeah. You know, you do like 85%. I caught a couple charges and all that, 85% down there. They don't play. It ain't no 65 program and all that. 85 is the lowest. And if you keep fucking up, you go into 100% of your time. And maybe even more.
So, let me ask you, man, in closing, if you could do it all again, the same exact shit, would you do that 8 again for the amount of money you was getting and the life you was living?
Nah. Can't get back that time, man. I lost a lot of time with my kids and all that, you know what I mean? I couldn't get back that time, nah. Couldn't do it. It was good money, don't get me wrong. I ate. These dudes know me around here. And I ain't talking about the dudes from my project, the dudes across the street. The dudes across the street who's getting that Bentley money. Them niggas know me to this day. That's why I get the love I get. That's why I get the love I get. That's, you know, but I did get my associate's degree and all, you know, I did a lot while I was in there. I got my GED, got my associates. I graduated with honors. Yeah, my associate's is official too. So I could go to universities and all that. They already told me when I came home. Yeah, so you know, my kids is good too. My son, he's a good kid, 18, he ain't in the gang, you know, drink or smoke. I ain't gonna say gang is a bad thing, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he's not into something that, you know, what these kids be searching for nowadays. But right now, I'm doing all right. I promote. I got a basketball team. I got 2 basketball teams. I got an unlimited team at Tri-State Park in Harlem. I got a high school division team at Dyckman, remotely the best tournament in New York City. You know what I mean? We got a championship. I sell clothes.
You that same hustler with a different angle now.
I took that same hustle mentality and put it to my clothing, what I do is promoting tifatmusic.com. And I'm doing what I'm doing. It's working. I'm making it work.
If your back was against the wall, could you ever see yourself going back down there in that same city and getting it again? Or is that just in your past and you want to leave that in your past? Like, could you ever find yourself saying, fuck that, I'm going back down there and do it?
I want to leave that in my past, right? But all I can say is Allah knows best. God knows best.
Yo, shout out to all the nurses and all the medical professionals that's on the front lines while we going through crazy times, you heard? If you in that medical field, make sure you check out my people's website, scrubappealuniforms.com. If that's the field you in, you're going to find any and everything that you need, and that's a fact. Z-Man, Suicide Polo with the Ski Man, you heard? VA, what up?
And if you in Chesapeake, check the actual store. We open, baby.